Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to Cocktails with Hadrien. Today it's gonna be a little tutorial video where I'm gonna show you how to make crystal clear ice for your cocktails at home or even for your picture on Facebook, Instagram and your video on TikTok. So let's get freezing. Crystal clear ice is really easy to make at home and it's sort of a landmark of cocktail bars and people that take their drink seriously. There's a lot of discussion about it, but it doesn't fundamentally change the taste of your drink. It just makes it look way better. And if you go all the way to learn and get great ingredients to make cocktails for you and for your friends at home, why not going all the way and present them with a beautiful ice that's gonna make your drink win the day? So all you're gonna need to do this is actually a little freezer box like one of these, and removing the top. Then you're gonna fill it up to about 1.5 centimeters, 1 inch from the top, and put that in the freezer for 24 hours. The way it works, maybe you've seen a pond or a lake that was frozen. It's never frozen all the way to the bottom, and you can see through that layer of ice at the top. The reason is that with monodirectional freezing, which is what happened here because this is an insulated box, it only freezes from the top. The air bubbles that are trapped in the water and the impurities get pushed to the bottom. So if you put it for about 24 hours, you're gonna end up with a block of crystal clear ice and then still water at the bottom. So now I'm gonna go to the kitchen, I'm gonna fill this up, put it in the freezer, and I'll see you in a bit to show you how to carve the ice. And now, by the magic of editing, you didn't have to wait 24 hours for seeing the result. You can see here we've got a beautiful block of frozen ice. Now what we're gonna do is turning it upside down in a baking tray. You can do that in your sink as well. The reason we do that in a baking tray is that not all the water that is in there is frozen. If you leave it more than 24 hours, eventually it's gonna freeze all the way to the bottom. But then you're gonna have the opposite result because you're gonna have a really big block of ice with half of it that is full of impurities and bubbles of air that you're gonna have to cut down. So for me, it's easier to wait 24 hours and having just that nice block of clear ice ready. So now I'm gonna turn it upside down to show you the result. By the way, when you get it out of your freezer, leave it outside the freezer for about 15-20 minutes to leave the ice to temperate. What it does is that it allows the ice to melt a little bit and then re-solidify and make it way easier to carve and easier to get out of your box. And now as you can see, if you can see here, the top is actually a thin layer of ice that capture the liquid water. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab a knife and cut that top part to remove the water and the little shards here. It's easier to make it with a serrated knife because what we want is reach our, there we are. We want to reach just our block of clear ice. And as you can see, even this ice is clear. It is clear, but it starts to have little impurities because it was the water that was at the bottom and the impurities were pushed down there. So now I'm just gonna hack it away a little bit. And as you can see now, I have a beautiful block of clear ice. So now we're gonna put that on the chopping board and I'm gonna show you how to carve your cubes and your shards for your long drinks. And now that we have our block of ice, we've cut away all that empty structure that was containing the still liquid water. We're gonna need a serrated knife and some sort of a mallet. You can use a pan or whatever you can, but wooden mallet are the best so you don't damage your knife too much. And we're gonna start scoring the ice. And you want You want to make a score around to the size of the shard you want to get. And you go slowly with your knife. That's why we temperate the ice. If you have an ice that is straight out of your freezer, it's gonna break into little shards. And now we get our mallet, and in a few knocks you'll see that we're gonna have, hopefully, a very clean cut. And here, as you can see, we have a very nice piece that now we can cut again. Let's say I want some sort of a cube for an old-fashioned glass, let's say. Same procedure. We score it, mallet, drive it. And then eventually what you can do is cut a little bit the angles and try to make it more even. And just flatten the edge. That's what is called sort of a diamond shape ice cube. You go on all the sides with your knife, make sure you flatten all these edges, and then you get a very beautiful piece of ice to go in your old-fashioned. You can obviously make them bigger, you can make them the size you want. And now you're gonna see for this Collins glass, we're gonna make a very nice shard. Let's say you want a gin and tonic, or a Garibaldi, or whiskey and coke, or whatever it is, the highball you like. Personally, I love a Garibaldi. That's probably in our household the thing we drink the most. And here we go. And you can just drop it in there and you'll see, there we go. And you have a beautiful piece of ice for your glasses at home. And the beauty of it is that you can cut it this way and you put it back in your freezer so it's ready. So before you serve your drinks, you get it out and you leave it to temperate. And that's it for today, guys. Thank you very much for watching. As you have seen, it's really easy to make clear ice at home, so I encourage you to do it because it's fun to do, and when you get like those beautiful perfect ice cubes, it's really rewarding. I'll put down in the description the link to the little cooling box I use, as well as the mallet, if you wish to buy them. Otherwise you can buy the one you like. It's just that that cool box is like the perfect size for a small apartment freezer. And that's it. Until next time, guys.